Hi, everybody. Welcome. And welcome to Debbie Diment. It's so nice to have you back, Debbie. Thanks so much for being here. Always a pleasure. And you guys, I'm going to do the best I can, but I've got workers in my kitchen and they are using saws and hammers and all kinds of stuff. So if I yell, I'm not trying to yell. I'm just trying to make sure you can hear me. So. Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to sleep even if I wanted to at this point. So I might as well be on here. So here we are.
You probably get an energy boost.
Yeah. So yes, Debbie and I just spent the last half hour or so, and she's calmed me down because I was a little jittery, and I feel much better already. And Caramel decided she doesn't like the noise in the kitchen, so she's going to be my co-hostess today.
Yeah.
It is progress, Anya. Yes. Thank God. The insurance company came through and And Ness says, thank you for helping Allie. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Debbie's wonderful. And, this is really the community to be in if you're needing any kind of help in any way. It's just like everybody's always right there. We're just a group of loving healers, and it's just wonderful that we all are here together. So let's see. You can hear it's like a movie set, Craig. Okay. All right. So we'll look at the movie set. So hi, Karen Doyle. Good to see you. And Judy Kinland. And I've got your question. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. And Viviani and Ness. The energy actually has felt different to me since Monday. Is it? Yeah, Monday, everything changed for me, but yeah. And it's kind of really nice. So Hypnicity, happy Swiss day. You should have a Swiss roll after you have your sandwich this afternoon because her dad's Swiss. I mean, he's passed, but he's Swiss, man. And I posted on my community board that our friend Randy, who's in the chat, and I know she is coming Friday. And Amanda Carroll's going to come down from where she lives. Anybody else here from Seattle? You're welcome to come down and meet Randy and sit outside with us, and we can all do woo-woo things. So, yeah. And I get to meet Gretchen. Yeah. All right. Who else? Willow's here. And Wanya's here. And who else is here? The chat jumped on you? Oh, that happens to me all the time when I'm clicking. That happens to me. All right. So this is good to know for Debbie because she can see what she can do with that. Your arthritis in your right hand. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Hi, Hugger Greeter. Hi, Jules. Akila. And who else is here? Craig Dixon, as you saw. And gosh, we got 21 people here. Thank you all for being here. Hey, Mary Spirit. Thank you. Remember, feed the workers good snacks. God, Craig. I'll see what I can do. I'll get right on it. Yeah. Jay Marcus. You couldn't sleep last night. You had an intense anxiety spell. I had one this morning because I didn't sleep all night. And I knew, and I went to Terry's meditation. I think you were there. And we knew Debbie was coming. So I thought, well, I'm going to get through this. And I'm going to probably go next door.
Oh, we're freezing a little bit here.
We're buffering.
Are we
Oh,
coming through? I can hear you, but you're not moving yet. There we go. Okay.
okay. We were buffering, I think.
I
Yeah.
think you were frozen a little.
Oh, sorry. Carl, what's going on with you today? You need, all right, Cat Wendy. All right, we'll do it.
Well,
We're going
Wendy
to do
can-
our regular. Yep.
Yep.
Denise Fletcher.
Sure.
And
Hi, Denise.
yeah.
Great.
Oh, you had a work trip in Switzerland, Ness? Ooh, I love Switzerland. It's just like, you know what they do in Switzerland? They wash the outsides of their houses.
All I can think is Toblerone. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I love
I'm
Toblerone.
obsessed with the chocolate.
Yeah. My son actually works for a Swiss chocolatier, but he's being laid off because they're moving everything over to Geneva. So he's going to lose his job.
Oh.
Yeah. But he loved it. They give him chocolates all the time. All right, Randy. There's a request from Randy to Gretchen. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sonia's here.
it'll cool her off.
And you've got Viviani and Susan Funes. Nice to see you. And let's see.
Yeah, I agree. The Swiss do use more dairy in their chocolates.
Ah, yep. Yes, I know, Craig. Yeah, you didn't sleep either, Jay. Maybe we were all moving in some sort of energy.
Do you want me to speak to that?
Sure.
Okay.
I do.
What happened, and I was telling Randy this last night as well. It will, as you're moving forward, what's going to happen is all of us, our energy is upgrading. The photons are streaming in from the central sun very strongly right now. So your own body system is being upgraded. And since 2020 until even continuing on now, every single night I was having higher dimensional beings coming in, and I was getting woke anywhere between 1:30 in the morning and 3:30 in the morning, and they were upgrading my energy system quite actively. And even though they were busy telling me to go back to sleep, it's a little difficult whenever you have people coming and going in your bedroom and you're trying to sleep at night. Especially a lot of times the higher dimensional beings will also be bringing in a lot of light, different colored lights. And so it's a little jarring. And so sometimes that can leave us with sleep exhaustion. What I told Randy and Allie both is I got really good at taking naps, because it was almost a given every single night. They were going to wake me up between 1:30 and 3:30 in the morning. And it was exhausting, truthfully. But it has tapered off for me, so you have something to look forward to. Yeah. It's a lot of upgrades that's happening.
It is, and it's everywhere, because I'm seeing Cosmic Blue. She's down in Australia. We've got people all over this country are saying the same thing. Hello, Andrea 54, Hector, and yeah, Lionsgate's on the way, and a lot of cat stuff. Okay, there's a lot of cat stuff you need to deal with today. All right.
Sure.
So, welcome everybody. Hi, Valerie Maya. It's nice to see you too. So I am going to put my mute button on and let Debbie do her work. And yeah, everybody enjoy. And then we'll get to the other things. Okay. Hi, Charlie. Thank you.
Okay, great. Oh, goodness. I wasn't expecting that, but that's okay. Okay, well, hello, everybody. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get us settled in. I thought what we would do first off, since everybody's kind of exhausted today, is I'm going to start off with what I usually call the bubble technique. And it's just to do a calming down of all of us. Switch this over here so that I can focus a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to look up, and then I'm going to just have you close your eyes. And then we're going to imagine the light coming from above. And that can be any color that it wants to be. Let it go ahead and reach into the top of your head and begin going through the top of your head, through your forehead, bathing all down around your eyes, your ears, your nose, your sinus cavities, your throat, your mouth, bathing all around the teeth, the throat, down the back of the neck, into your shoulders, into your chest space, down your arms, through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, and out into Mother Earth. Now back in your chest space. We'll let this same light is coming from above. Your chest space actually feels really good today, everybody. Feels very full. Good. Okay, so we're going to take that same light and allow it to go down through your diaphragm. And this is where we're holding some more of that darkness. So let that light power wash through. We're going to ease it on down through your belly. And a lot of times in our tummy areas, we will hold in our old emotions. So there's a lot of anxieties today in the group. So just let that gently swirl, swish. The color from above is just very gently but very persistently swishing all of that anxiety energy and old dark energy, good, all the way down your tummy, down, down, down. Let it swirl around your hip area. Get it nice and cleansed, bathing the back, all the way down through the thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, and into Mother Earth. Now from Mother Earth, we're going to have another light come up. Keep the one from the top. Keep that coming down. This other light that's coming up, it can be whatever color it wants to be. If it wants to be the same color, that's great. If it wants to be a different color, allow it to be. It's going to come up through your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, up through the hips, the tummy area, your lower back, upper back, through the diaphragm, into the chest space. Now in the chest space, have both of these lights meet in your heart, and it's going to form a bubble. Now allow this bubble to expand so that you're standing inside your bubble. Let it expand out 3 feet, 10 feet. If you need it, 25 feet, I'm hearing that. That's whatever size your bubble needs to be. You know where it needs to be. Let it be there. Good. You're already feeling a lot calmer. Now you can reset this at any time that you need in order to be calmer, soothing, help to ground your energies. Great. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple really fast Lemurian techniques today. We're going to go ahead and just do a quick harmonization to get your energies nice and grounded. Tihe, hori, hora, mahakawatahi. Iti ingawa, tito irita opatuwana. Waiwatapu. Iti ingawa, tefanui, rarani tikitao. Waiwatapu. Iti ingawa, tafaya tamatua titama. Waiwatapu. Tihe, hori, hora. Okay, we're just going to let that float today. It feels like an awful lot of you are being hit with some really high upgrades today. Just kind of feeling into the energy field a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and change over to what I do as a shiatsu energy. It's a balancing technique. And what I'm going to be doing is cleaning and clearing the meridians in and around your body. This is for people, puppies, kittens, cats, horses. It's any animal. Humans are critters too. So I'm going to get started on the neck. If you're sensitive to energy, you might actually feel me moving around on you. You're perfectly safe. If you don't feel anything at all, don't worry about it. The energy that I'm setting out, your own meridians will begin to follow the same flow. It'll be just like a GPS for your meridians, somebody said. So I'm going to get started on your neck. And here we go. A lot of tension has been held. You can feel that. And yes, Carl, this is going to work for your kitty cats. If anybody's kitty is having trouble, this is going to go ahead and clean and clear the meridians. That will definitely help. And we saw for the arthritis, we will be working on that side of the body as well. So for now, I'm on the left-hand side, working around the shoulder blades. And again, there's a lot of tension under the shoulder blades. Yeah, it is a lot of world stuff that's been pressing in and on people that's not your stuff, but you're having to shoulder things that aren't yours. And it adds to your energy, being stressed, being overdone. So let's get that loosened up. It's nice. Just going to work with a real nice, gentle, easy, soothing energy today, cleaning and clearing these meridians as we go down. That was a nice release. Apologies if you're new to me. Sometimes I struggle on the meridian part because when I'm doing the energy cleaning and clearing, I've gotten better at it, but I access a part of my brain that is right brain, and so I tend to lose my speech center whenever I'm over here doing this. There we go. That's better. Feels much better. Okay, I'm on the back. Some of you might be irping a little bit or just releasing some of the tension, some of the tension, some of the stress on the stomach meridian right now. Most of this stuff is not yours. You're just two things that are coming in. One, we are getting excited from the new photons that are coming from the central sun. And it is exhausting. It takes a while to get used to it. And the other thing is we're picking up some extra energy from the old 2D entities that have been freaking out because they really don't like the new photons that are coming in. They're realizing the system that they had in place for so many thousands of years is changing. And quite frankly, they don't appreciate losing their power and their way of life. But the light is coming in, whether they like it or not. The central sun, our whole solar system has actually gotten closer to the central sun. That's what's going on with these new light changes that are happening. Okay, I'm down and around the hip area. So if any of you feel me tickling your ribs, I am so sorry. Okay, that's a bit of heavy energy around the hip area. So it's just some extra soothing to that. Feels like maybe some older dog energy, some around the old hip area where the back joins the hip area. People too. So if you have lower back struggles, look into this energy. Okay, yeah, I can feel it. We're now it's shifted the tension to the knees. So let's go ahead and track down around through there. Great. Okay, I'm going to go up to the right-hand side. The base of the skull joins the neck. And again, if you can feel me. If you can't, that's fine too. Like I said, you don't need to actually feel any of this to have it working. Your energy system knows exactly what to do. It's responding to this all on its own. Sometimes we're so overstimulated in our world and we've been programmed to look for the big. We forget the subtle. Sometimes it can be something as easier as, hey, I can lift my arm up easy now. And you don't even realize it whenever it happens. Humans, if you could lift your chin up just a little bit, we want it parallel with the ground. Perfect. What that does is that loosens up the neck muscles and it gives you space. Yep. Some of this is just our posture. Help to ease a little bit of the extra strain and stress off of the shoulders. Good deal. Okay, shoulder blade. This side feels looser at least. That's a bonus, except for underneath the shoulder blade. Again, we shove a lot of stuff under that. So let's see if we can get that nice and loosened up. There it goes. Good. Liver, somebody's liver is really upset here. So we're just gonna send some pampering sounds to it as well. Great. Ooh. It's not a very happy elbow there. Oh, how pretty. Someone's cockatoo just joined in. Pretty happy. I'll try not to get them wound up. Okay, great. We're going to go on to the back. Wonderful. Release off pretty good on this side. Rib cage. Again, if I'm tickling you, I'm sorry. It won't last very long. This side feels much freer than the left-hand side did. That's great. Around the hip. Nice release on the knee. Looking down the calf towards the ankles. This works for older injuries as well. If you still get that ache, that bone ache, or the ache from having a sprain, this helps lighten it up, eases it off. Sometimes it's a memory that we hold in the tissues and it's not actually in the flesh itself. It's just an echo. Okay, we're going to work a little bit on the tummies here. Moving the energy. Okay. I'm going to be working around the face and the head space. Everybody's actually feeling a lot calmer than when we first started. I'm going to send some extra energy to the eyes, especially if you're experiencing migraines. Sometimes the eyes can be part of the root cause. Ears. Sinus cavities. We've got some fire season. Yep. And sometimes we have summer flus, summer colds that come through. Let's just clean and clear all of these spaces. If you sneeze, that's a good sign. That's energy, trapped energy that's actually gotten out. Some of the signs of energy being released and moving are yawning, sneezing, coughing. You can hiccup, you can burp, sometimes tummy gurgles and passing wind. Stretching the arms or limbs out into strange contortions are also a way to ease off the energy. Right now I'm working on the teeth roots. I'll be doing the teeth here in just a second, but I really wanted to get the root system and the cavities behind the, yeah, that was probably a Freudian slip for somebody, but we're going for the cavity spaces in between the gums and the teeth themselves. Perfect, great. Imagine just a real bright white diamond light fizzing in there in those spaces, going for the jaw and the TMJ, down the eustachian tube, the hyoid process. And again, a lot of us don't speak our truth. We won't speak out. So we're going to bathe all of this area with a really bright, fizzy, diamond white energy. Just cleansing and clearing all of these spaces, allowing the drainage to happen from the top. Not over the top. Nothing going to be irritating, just a mild drainage down if it needs cleansed from the sinuses. Good, that feels great. Okay. Somebody is struggling with a little bit on the lungs, so let me just go ahead and cleanse and clear a little bit more around the lungs. And I hear heart, so let me do just a little bit more in the chest space. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay, great. We're all done. We're all set.
All right.
How did we do here?
That's wonderful. I did not fall asleep, but I feel relaxed. And so
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I know you might have been worried I wouldn't come back, and then what do? You know?
Carry on.
So, RB, you popped in right now, but I was wondering if I could get advice. It's happened now 3 times that I've stepped inside another person's body because they said they've had a problem. Wow. I've never heard this. Yeah. Okay.
RB, you need to make sure that you stay in your own lane. And although that they have a problem, what I was explaining to Allie earlier is what I just did now, I will do similar to what you're saying about stepping into, but it's not actually taking over somebody's body. What I am doing is I'm getting sensations from some other animal or person's bodies so that I know where I'm going with my energy flow. And so what you need to do for that, what might be happening is you're an empathic person and you think that they need help. No one needs fixed, saved, or solved. That's something that we need to remember. Everybody is their own sovereign being.
True.
And so while we do want to help with the tools that we do know and can share each other, yes, it automatically, sure.
Yeah.
If you're just getting feedback and you're not staying in there, then that's fine.
Then that's okay. Okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
And so what you need to do with this is if you're gathering info on that, that's fine, but then pull back, ask them what they think of the situation. That will help to place them back in the position of power. And we'll also give you information because sometimes what you're feeling won't match what they're feeling. Listen first. And then if they don't pick up or they don't express what you picked up accidentally, you can share that knowledge with them if they're prepared for it. But you need to practice staying in your own lane. Sometimes we have the people have that accidentally happen. And some of it is a step towards channeling. But you need to,
Just a different way of doing it. Yeah.
You need to learn to stay in your own body as you're doing that.
Uh-huh.
So it'll feel kind of like a roller coaster, at the top of the roller coaster where you start to go off the hill. It can feel like that, and you can accidentally slip into somebody that way.
Yeah.
And I think it might be what you're doing on that. Sure.
So
when that happens, I'm sorry, I'm answering her
That's
question.
all right. Sorry.
When it happens, feel your feet. Imagine think of your toenails, give yourself a pedicure if you need. But think of your feet whenever that's happening. Or if you need, you can also put like an anklet, like a bracelet instead, put an anklet. And then focus on that. If it accidentally happens, think of your anklet instead.
Okay.
And so what that's doing is that will help to pull you a little bit back, because it feels like an accident that's happened. And so I'm telling you how you can correct that. What's going to happen is just tip forward into it. And then what I need you to do is think of your ankles or think of your feet, and you will start to.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I must tell you that while this was all going on, I think there are some new people, unless they've probably been on Valerie's channel with you, but they're, different things that they're feeling and liking and floaty and light, and it's wonderful. Everybody's feeling great. Everybody's feeling really great, relaxed. And so I've got about 16 different things that people, I know I can't do them all, but Susan Funes said that her arthritic knee is loosening up, and some other people were saying similar to that. So that's a really good.
When it begins to hurt again, because it will come right back to this, you can replay this. The energy on that is timeless.
Yep, that's true, Susan. You can replay it and listen to it and go through the whole thing all over again. I know Annie Bear does that. She says she listens a lot to them. She goes back and listens more than once. So, so we had a question in the very beginning from Judy Kinland, and we have a caveat. And the caveat is that not all people may agree with this. So just understand that there are alternative explanations of this, but this is what Debbie was told a while ago. So she's going to explain about the karma and the time compression. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Most of us, whenever I heard this, all of us, I think, have that knee-jerk reaction of, wait a minute, if there's no karma, what's going to happen then? But I was told by, like I said, 2 or 3 different people all at the same time that the Mayan calendar ended in 2012. With that, it collapsed the timeline that carried the karmic cycle. So it ended. You can choose to carry forward that if you want to recreate it or continue in that timeline. That is as your own sovereignty. That is your priority or prerogative. You can do that if you want. But should you choose to carry on without karma happening, the karma cycle, as I told Ali, the universe is still our mirror, and it's only so what you put out is what the universe mirrors back to you, which is a version still of that karmic cycle. So you'll be fine forward with that.
Yeah. So Hypnosis says she channels Saint Germain, and he says all karmic debts will be paid. So yeah, I mean, I think I really love that. And I, of course, if we don't act with integrity, and if some of the astrologers were talking about the fact Pluto's position, and I'm not the astrologer, but I've heard that it's asking us all to walk in integrity, and that's how we will be judged, so to speak. Things aren't going to work out for us if we don't walk in integrity. And so
it's a little difficult to let that thing go, because we always want to seek justice in the world. And I think, unfortunately, we can get caught sideways. We're so keen on having the justice thing that we forget ourselves, that we're hanging up, and our energy is getting stagnant if we're waiting for justice.
That's very true.
Continue with kindness.
Yeah.
Place your energy in a creative endeavor.
Yep, definitely. I love that, Hypnicity. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. What did you have a question in here? Let me just look. I can't remember if you did. I know you were asking for some healing for some issues you were having. With your hand. I hope it's feeling better, dear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I did do hypnicity. I did add an extra. Actually, I added extra to everybody's hands, both
Oh,
hands.
good. Good.
And someone came in with a real wallop of an elbow, right elbow. So,
And somebody said their elbow bothered them, I think, in the chat, actually. So yeah.
yeah, I could really feel that. So yeah,
Mhm.
that person, it actually was connected up underneath the shoulder blade on the right hand side. So it tracked from there into the elbow and then down through the
Okay.
fingertips.
Can I just ask this question? Keith and I have mysterious bruises all over ourselves. He had a big one on his arm,
Yeah.
and I have them on the back of my legs, and I
Mhm.
have no idea where they're from. I'm just thinking it's, maybe it's fighting something in the middle of the night. I have no idea. I know my skin is thinner because the older you get, your skin does thin out. So,
Right.
yeah.
Sometimes it could be that. I mean, I've had it where I've walked into things and it's like, I don't remember that.
Don't remember doing it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
don't remember doing that. I do know whenever I was doing my upgrades, I would have random patterns show up
Uh-huh.
that looked like bruising, but then the bruising would vanish within a day, less than a day. So I was like, well, that couldn't have been a legit bruise then.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Elbow Viviani was hurting a few days ago. Willow, your stomach has got haywire. Mine has been for 3 or 4 days. My stomach and bowels, I've been a mess. So
Yeah.
a lot of that is the sun and the photons and things that are changing for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely more photon energy coming from the
Yeah.
central sun.
Absolutely.
That is literally going to be overexciting and overstimulating our nervous system, and it's overstimulating the energetics.
Yeah.
Our energetic soul system.
That's awesome. Mary says, I think this may be tied to the law of forgiveness. And, I agree with you, Mary. So it's that we have to forget. We don't want to sit around waiting for retribution. We want to sit around and say, I release that with love. So, yes, it is the forgiveness, I think. That's awesome.
And still protect yourself. I mean, let's not be silly here.
Oh, I know. No, I know. I know that.
Don't,
Yeah. It's like you can go and drink a gallon of vodka straight. It's not a good idea. So anyway,
just because you
9
can,
solar
you should.
flares. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Willow
Rudy
needs a general reading. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I really can't. I can send a little bit of energy to him.
Okay.
But more importantly, what you can do is you can send a bubble of energy to your son as well, just that he is happy.
There you go. Yeah.
Just send, and you don't have to do. You can do joy in that bubble. You can do love in that bubble. Try to keep it as neutral as you can. But it reach for things like love or joy, happy, and then let it go. Pretend it going to him and then let it go.
Absolutely. And always can send love. I just want to thank you, Willow, and also to thank Mary Spirit for joining my membership. That's so kind of you, and welcome. And I love that. We have a lot of cats in the chat, but I'm going to go to let's see. Okay, that was Valerie that said her wrist hurt. Okay. Let's see what we can get next. Ness is wondering about if there's anything she needs to know, I guess is the best way to say it. And I can pull some cards on that. I have light code cards now.
Perfect.
And they're really
that
nice.
Would probably work better. Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not getting anything. What I got straight off the bat, Ness, was open up and listen. Not to sound mean or anything, but it says open up and listen to yourself. Listen to them and see if you think that you can get yourself.
There you go. There you go.
And let's see what the cards have to say.
Yeah. While I'm doing that, you can talk to Gretchen and get her to eat, because that was one of the other things.
Yeah, Gretchen I picked up. She was still too hot. She says, I'll eat whenever I'm cooled off.
Okay. So Ness, I get ancient portal opening, heal the past. And of course, what's coming up very, very soon. So the 888, because 2024 is an 8, the 8 energies are just bombarding us, but it's beautiful energy. And it says, and you know, those dreams you've had, I didn't get to see you the other night, but they've been all about your ancestors. So that's very interesting. And I'm also getting a soul connection, twin flame. And of course, a twin flame, it could be your dog. I mean, I really do believe, and Debbie and I were talking about it, dogs and cats, they're not just a dog, just a cat, just a horse. They're our family.
Yeah.
And I really do believe we have soul connections with them. And we were meant to be doing the work together with so many of us that love the animals. So,
Yes.
yeah. Yep.
And yes,
So-
Mary Spirit Lyra is the Lyran energy is coming in. So yeah, Gretchen simply said when she cools off, she'll eat. And I'm not going to repeat what she said about the food offerings. You know you, girl.
Oh, you guys are so funny. Honestly, I could see it now, Randy. You leave me alone. I'll eat when I want to eat.
She says she's just too hot at the moment.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I don't like to eat when I'm really hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, Viviani. I'm going to send some extra energy to Bedford right quick. And everybody that has their kitty cats or their critters that are struggling, know that the energy that I did a little while ago, when I was cleaning and clearing meridians, that was for absolutely everybody. So your kitties were in on it.
Ah, okay. Okay. Very interesting. Well, Caramel's just zonked out. Totally zonked out. Yeah.
She doesn't like the saws, but we've overcome that now, haven't we?
Yeah, she got Mummy's lap, so I guess it's okay.
Perfect.
Look at Sally. Gretchen misses me. Yes, Sally. Is there anything that Vivian any more that she can do with Bedford? Or
no, I'm still working on Bedford right now.
You're working on her right now. Okay, that's fine.
I'm still moving energy around.
That's okay. You take your time. That's what you're good at.
He's a little congested, I have to say. It's a little more congested than I expected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
the
energy of the sun affects them just as much as it does us. So
some of it is old emotional holding onto pattern. It's like he was holding onto it for protection. And the old reading is the same thing. It's a little more of a protection energy. Created congestion. There may have been a change or something happened around him where he didn't feel safe. So he's doing this as a protection action. He's really hanging on to it.
Doesn't want to move it, huh?
Sometimes we have to do these in layers.
Yeah, I get it.
Because what I'll do is I'll come through, and sometimes the congestion is really strong. And by that, I mean the energy in the meridians are really stagnant. It's almost like you've got a stream that had a landfall go onto the stream. And so you've got to get in there and start pulling the logs out of there and the rocks and the mud. And sometimes it takes several days to clear things off. Yeah, I think that was just it. He's feeling okay about letting go of some of this stuff. So he's going to continue to clean and clear that. It's just going to take him a little bit longer is all.
Viviani, I have a question. Does Bedford look at you and like look above your head and see the spirits? Yeah. Yeah.
It's a response. Yeah.
Bedford's very attached. And I get it.
Well,
I get it.
Part of why they're here. They're here to help us.
Yes, absolutely.
They help support us as we do this. There's a lot of times that they'll be working through our energy field and our emotions for us.
Yeah.
They'll take on our stuff.
They will take it on. That's I think I actually had a dog that did that and ended up taking on something that I didn't know I had and she died from. So I really do believe that.
We didn't know. That's just it. We don't know. They didn't understand. Sometimes they do understand.
They're so selfless, though. They really are. It's not a problem. It doesn't seem, They don't even let you know when they're not feeling well sometimes until they're really bad.
Yeah, that happens, especially with birds. And I don't know who had the white cockatoo, but beautiful.
Oh,
You may have
wonderful.
popped in, or she may have popped in on her own.
Okay. Okay.
Beautiful.
This is just a mention from Cosmic Blue. Thank you. You helped her with the back and belly issues, and she just wanted you to know that. Thank you
Thank
for it.
you.
Yeah. Mr. Carl's cat Wendy lost a lot of weight and mucus in the eyes. John took a gallstone healing the other day. Seemed to improve. All right. Let's see what Debbie gets. And for entertainment purposes only.
Oh yeah, this is just entertainment, allegedly.
That's right.
Definitely no substitute for proper veterinary care.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I'm moving through Wendy's energy system right now. She was already hooked. She's a bit of a saucy cat, actually.
Oh, honey.
What do you think you're doing? I have this. Okay. Well, that's great. We're just going to give you a little bit of extra boost here. Missy.
Uh-huh.
She was listening in to the shiatsu portion that I was doing with the meridian balancing.
Oh, Wendy is a he? Carl, that's the problem.
He's doing a he too. Oh, he.
Yeah, it's a he.
That might be the saucy response then.
Maybe that's what it is. It's like a boy named Sue. Remember that old song?
I do. Frankie Bird. Oh, we love Frankie Bird. Actually, it might have been Frankie that I saw earlier.
Okay. Wonderful.
I know. I'm still working with Wendy Cat.
Okay. You picked up the cat outside of a Wendy's. Carl, I really am beginning to know just exactly everything, how you think, because you have a cat named Orange, I think, or you did, and Orange ran away. Mary wants to know how old he is, Carl. What am I doing? I can't see. It keeps jumping, and so I was trying to get that up, not the other thing. You thought he was a she. Okay.
Oh, we got a nice release from the head finally down the spine. That might help.
Okay. 5 years old?
Really
yeah, not that old.
Energy, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Carl. We want to send lots of love to Bedford and to Wendy, and anybody else's dog or cat that's having a problem. Yeah.
Any other that would like a little bit extra added energy to them?
Absolutely. Your cat buddy was the love of your life. Oh, honey.
So tough.
Oh, Karen, that I almost lost my Zoe that way. She was actually impaled by the talons, but it didn't have the right hold on her. I wasn't there. It happened with Keith, and I think mine wasn't a hawk, but was an eagle. But that's like the worst nightmare anybody could ever envision. So I'm sorry.
Karen, I'm sending extra energy for Spooky.
Yeah.
And I am so sorry about the hawk.
That's awful, Karen. That's traumatic. Yeah, it's traumatic. Oh, I'm sending you lots of love, honey.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, Spooky. So I've just finished with a little bit of extra for Spooky.
Okay. Yep. He's sleeping. He's beside me sleeping, and Spooky is in his way. Okay. Oh. All right.
Right.
Much love, Karen.
I did see another one just now in the chat.
Okay.
I'm just trying to send the energy out as I see them.
As you see it. Yeah, I get you. She's taking care of everybody, even though we closed the question. That's fine.
Yeah, I've already done the energy balancing. I'm just trying to send a little bit of extras as it goes. Karen, cry, honey. If you feel like it, cry. And I'm going to give you a heads up. You think you got it together after about 2 weeks of crying, and then it's just going to hit you out of the blue.
It does. It hits you. It's awful.
Because I know I've gone through that same process, and it just takes time. It takes the time that it takes. You can't hurry it.
That's right. That's right. Tea Garden Chicken has the white cockatoo. Did you already see that? You did.
So that was Frankie Bird. I wondered.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We get excited to see the children next week at an art camp.
Well, that's great. I love Frankie. Frankie's such a sweetie.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. All right, let's see what we got. We got Jenny says, I've been taking sleeping aids, can't turn off. That's me, Jenny. That's me. And I actually took melatonin last night, but I could not sleep. And so, you're not supposed to do anything like use your phone or anything. But after a while, I'm like, what am I going to do?
Bored.
Yeah.
So. I think sometimes you fall asleep just because you're bored.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Craig, I can give you a, Craig, is it that you have rheumatoid arthritis? Is that what you have, Craig? Because Debbie can work on that while I pull a reading for you. Okay.
If you like.
If you like, yeah.
I don't want to be invasive.
Yeah. Let me just double check. You too, Jay, huh? Sometimes I wish I still drank whiskey, but I don't drink. So, it's not going to do anything for me. Yeah. Yeah. Are you here, Craig? Maybe he isn't here. Oh, yes. Your back and shoulders. Okay, honey. I'll let her do that while I'm pulling some cards. All right.
Craig, actually feels like your back needs popped a little.
Oh, really, Anya? Your melatonin doesn't work after a while? I heard magnesium's supposed to be good too, though.
Magnesium's wonderful.
Yeah. Craig, I have discernment to speak your truth. I don't know. Are you having any problems with the cousin? Whatever it is, speak your truth. And I think we're all being called to speak our truth. And we can speak our truth in a kind way. But why should we hold it back? We need to let people know exactly how we feel and what it is that we are, what we're wishing for. I love this because it is, it's sort of an old Chinese sage holding on to what looks like could be something to eat. So they know you really well. And they know about the cake you gave Clara. So they want you to get focused and unify. Get focused and unify with the collective, with all the energies coming in. And look at that. It's a beautiful card.
Gorgeous.
Yes. So Craig has beautiful women around him. He has Clara, and I'm sure he has other guides that are just like that. Yeah. Clara's working overtime on your health. Oh. Yeah.
Craig, I've sent you extra energy for your shoulders and your neck. And your arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, sweetheart. It will always be, yeah. I have no words. I'd love to just give you a big hug. I really would. Yeah.
Yeah. You really have my sympathies.
Oh, really, Carolyn? I've never made me nervous. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh. Never heard that.
Could you please read on my cat, Kitty Buddy, intestines, kidneys, bladder? Oh no, honey, she's still having those issues? Okay. And oh yes, and thank you also to Judy Kinland. Right. Oh, okay, Mary Spirit. I'll try that.
And yeah, I'm working on Buddy right now.
Okay.
Just sending a little bit of extra because there's a lot of unhappy hot energy coming from the tummy area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I don't cry. I sob. It's.
Oh, I
I'm
do too.
When I lose my babies, I'm a mess. Forever.
It's what's really sad is that a lot of people decide after a pet passes that they're never going to have another pet again, ever, because they can't stand. And it's like, there's hard. So many that need you, though. I mean, you really, it's so hard.
I'm not going to push it, though. It's been a 5-year space for me since my last kitty. And I I'm just now getting to the idea that I'm thinking I'm going to look for my next friend.
Yeah. Well, it's when everybody has a different time frame.
Different timing, and then it's also a different timing for whenever they enter your life.
True.
The universal cat distribution system.
I tell you, I just love the fact that I could pick up these mamas that bred, and then they need a home that you could just pamper the crap out of them, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they brought so much joy to the world, you know?
Yeah, they do. They really do. And they're just so unconditional. It's lovely. So Anya,
Okay.
I hope your baby feels better soon, honey.
Anya, Buddy may actually go off and sleep. I know it's a cat, but might actually sleep a little bit more than usual today.
Okay. Sonia, is it okay if we send some kind of love to Sophia? How is Sophia? Her daughter, Sophia, had a stroke. She's only 42. This was a couple of weeks ago, I believe. And but I want your permission at this point. But I can certainly give you a message from the elementals. Yep.
Well, and you can certainly forward this this recording to her.
That's true.
She can play that.
Yeah, that's right.
Karen, get yourself a chance to just get away from your family, go for a walk or something, and you can cry. You can always cry in the bathroom. Just say I'm going for, a nice long soak in the bathtub or in the shower.
Yeah. Yep. Turn on the water and thank you, Sonia. Okay. So yes, whatever you can do for Sophia is her name.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll pull some cards for you, my dear. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay. A little unusual. Sure. Okay. Ooh. Her energy system was a little scattered. So.
Well, I would imagine so. She'd probably be on medication.
Not the actual body. It's the energy system itself.
Mm-hmm.
So just bring it back up. Good.
All right. So what I get for the elementals for you, Sonia, is that you are becoming a very integrated woman, that you are accepting yourself, integrating your lessons, and it says grounded healing. Look at this. I probably have to cover her bits because YouTube is funny. But there you go. You're the integrated woman. The second one is it says surrender and flow. And why do I think you already do that anyway? Look at that. It is a mermaid because look at her tail. And it says ride the waves, tap into the flow, and let go. There you go. Oh, those are beautiful cards for you. Yeah, very nice. Okay, you're waiting to hear back from her. Yeah, she's got to sleep. Yeah, definitely has to get her sleep. Yeah. I think sometimes when you need to go home because when you're in the hospital, you can't ever get any rest.
Well, and there's so much going on in a hospital.
Oh, right? Definitely. And they keep coming in, turn on the overhead light. Yeah. Yep. Sandy, thank you very much, dear. It makes our heart happy to have you here.
Sorry, today's been rough for you, though.
Too. I am.
Oh, dear. We lost her again. Oh, no. She'll come back. It's okay. We'll just keep holding on.
Okay. Can you see me
now?
There
we go. Now you're back.
Sorry, everybody. Anyway, Sandy, yeah, you can go back and listen to it. We love you, dear. We love you. This is the last one I can take today, and it's Miss Maria. She says, sometimes I wake up with someone calling my name. I open my eyes and no one's there.
Keep your eyes closed and ask, who are you? If you don't know who they are, just wait and listen and see if there'll be a name come in. Mm-hmm. Sometimes in your mind's eye, you'll be able to see the person. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it can also be, because I've had my name called, it can be the higher beings, the higher dimensional beings that are actually calling you. So even if you open your eyes, you won't. But I get it. When you're asleep, you're like, what? You're going to respond to your name. But yeah, you might just keep your eyes closed and ask, it's like, I'm here. Who are you? What do you want?
Don't feel Oh, you have mermaids in your decorations all over the place, Sonia? Stuff
Wasn't
like
that
that.
the perfect card?
That's perfect. Um,
Yes, you're right.
what
It
was I
can be
going to
so.
say? Oh, yeah, Maria. They may be your guides, they may be your angels, they may be your ancestors. As long as you're not afraid, you can do that. Keep your eyes. How can I help you? Who are you? And whatever you hear, but not outside you, inside you, you'll hear it in your head. You'll get an answer. You will. And if you're not afraid, they'll come back if you want them to. So, wow. Thank
And
you.
if you don't like them or you feel icky, send them
Yep.
into the light.
It's time for you to go out that door, out that window. Yep,
You have
absolutely.
no business being here. Goodbye.
That's right. Goodbye. Sandy, I pulled some cards for a short message. It says here, forgive yourself and release any dysfunctional energy. And I think this is really a great card for all of us. It's like that there is no lack, there is no limitation, there are no restrictions. We have to know that we are like Debbie says, we're sovereign beings. We're sovereign beings with the ability to have whatever we want. I wear a necklace. I never take it off. It says, I am enough. I'm enough. Second card is go ask for the I am presence. Isn't that? I didn't even see this before I said that. So the I ams, whatever comes after I am is what you're manifesting. So go within and say, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am happy. I am a sovereign being, or whatever it is that you believe about yourself, but never tell yourself you're not something really good, because that would be a lie. Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon Snipe.
Hi, Sharon Sipe. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Alice L. It is a perfect card for all of us. I agree. Yeah.
The first card
Wow.
looked like a bear to me.
Oh, it kind of did. Yeah. Yeah.
The head. It looked like the head up above at the top.
Uh-huh.
Bear
Awesome.
energy.
Yes. So tonight's Thursday night, and Alice L. and Kim Copeland and I and Kelly Scarborough, we do our angel readings at 5:00 Pacific time. So come and pull an angel. We pull angel cards. I'll pull one card for you, Moon Angel. But we're right at the end here. Thank you, Cosmic. Bear is your totem, Sandy?
Perfect.
What's
There
going
you
on?
go.
Earth grounding is what you get. And so make sure that you calm your mind, connect to the body, allow yourself to have mindfulness, in other words, be present, and enjoy being out in nature. And look at that. That's a very grounding card. So beautiful. It is. These are really beautiful cards that one of my members sent me about a year ago called the Elemental Empath Oracle.
Oh,
and
okay.
and a lot of my people like elementals, so it's kind of a nice.
I like the usage of the light.
Yeah. Yep.
Very uplifting.
Yeah. Okay, Mary.
Message.
I'll do it. Collective message. You can say whatever you would like to say, Debbie.
I'm just listening to see if there's anything coming in.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes a little bit.
That's okay. You take your time.
You go right ahead.
I will. Okay.
Now, I'm not personally hearing anything for the group. I will say, just remember to ground.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
And I'm just soothing energy.
Look at this. It's healing. It says to expect miracles.
There you
So
go.
this morning I was on listening to Terry Renner do her morning meditation, and now we've just done one here. And there's nothing more beautiful than having not only your body, but your spirit and your heart soothed by the love that you give yourself and others in these kinds of situations. And the energy just, it goes, it's circular. It just goes around all of us. And it says, do remember to protect yourself. Use those bubbles. Make sure you take care of yourself. There are people that don't always want the best for you, and you just need to protect yourself. You don't have to be fearful, but you just protect yourself. And it says, make sure you know your boundaries. Know your own boundaries. I know I sometimes shift my boundaries and I confuse people because I want to help everybody and I can't.
Yeah.
And I know that. Yeah, I know that. So, well, thank you, Kay Reynolds. It's nice to see you. Rachel H., wonderful to see you. Christine Fryer, didn't know you were here. Good to see all of you. And don't we love having Debbie here? So, she has her own channel.
Yep.
And it's under Debbie Diment. And you did a live, you said. You did a live.
Yeah, I've done 2 lives.
Okay.
I'm going to try to set it up now so that I'm going to aim for Tuesdays. And basically, it's just an open live chat where you can come ask me questions.
I love that.
Surprise, but Tuesday we ended up doing some ghost busting, as they say.
That's fun. That's a lot of
fun. A little bit of accident, but that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, Tea Garden Chicken, thank you so much. I've got 4 people signed up for members today. That warms my heart. Thank you so much. Hi, Rush. Good to see you too. Willow, you just subscribed. Thank you, dear. Yes. Oh my. Yes. Denise Fletcher said, Debbie has so much fun, didn't we?
Yeah, actually, it was pretty amazing. We're going to try to do it again.
That's right. That's beautiful. Yeah. So thank you, moderators, very much. As always, you are always awesome. Thank you to all subscribers always. And thanks to my members and my new members. Welcome to the membership and happy birthday to everybody in August. Yes, Sharon, you're always good about that. And make sure you go over to Debbie's channel, check her out, and we'll probably be back in a couple weeks. So have a great day. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Debbie.